So my friends, welcome back to the channel, and it's happening exactly what I said a couple of days ago. The slippery slope of madness with credit card companies, which are payment processors such as Mastercard, PayPal, Visa, is literally now making game companies and websites implode. Like, this is ridiculous, right? HEO de-indexes all their NSFW games after becoming the latest target of skittish credit card companies and anti-porn groups Collective Shout, catching an award-winning indie and more in the crossfire. So this crazy group of people, the Collective Shout, which now, by the way, have gone private, as you can see here, they went into hiding. They effectively sent an open letter to the payment processors, right, telling them that they are somehow supporting or helping sell products which are effectively including such as these things into products, multimedia products, right? And because of that, right? Look at this, a complete list of content that Visa and Mastercard considers problematic. They may target any game containing this, like literally anything which is this. Like, they could target the game and completely nuke it out of existence, right? This is the most craziest level of censorship I have seen in my freaking life. And you will say, well, you don't care about itch.io because itch.io is a fringe or, censor like website which you've never used in your life. That's not the problem. The problem is that this is just the beginning, right? These payment processors have the power to completely nuke out of existence any video game or any website, even platform like Steam, for example, which does not adhere to their expectation of purity, effectively based on what Visa and Mastercard are saying. That's crazy. Finally, we're safe from award-winning indies about girlhood and games that discuss the historic oppression of queer people. I mean, that's the thing, like, they don't realize what they've done. Like, the itch.io debacle is just crazy, right? I mean, they just had to pull out all of their NSFW games because of the fear that payment processors such as Visa and Mastercard will literally cut them off completely and they will not be able to make any revenue. That is the craziest form of censorship we've seen in history. I mean, look at this, right? Like, the myth of artistic freedom. That's the truth. I want to draw. I want to see it. I don't. Mastercard, Visa. Sorry, you cannot do anything about it because the payment processor is literally the god of censorship online. Same here, right? The myth of consensual gaming. I consent. I don't, right? It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Also, several people have reporting missing games from their library recently. The community note was not spreading misinformation. Itch.io has deleted games from people who bought them without a refund and refuses to acknowledge it because they cannot do anything about it, because if they let people play them, they're afraid that the payment processors are going to basically stop working with them. This is crazy, my man. Do you understand the level of incompetence that these people have created? Like, the level of madness that Collective Shout has done? Like, this is like the apocalypse of gaming we've never seen before or not. Because obviously the question is, they could literally censor anything, like payment processors, if they believe that Cyberpunk or GTA 5 or GTA 6 or whatever game they believe that does not align with their views of Puritans, then they can basically ask for that game to be censored from the platform. Like, that's it. Like, private entities, private corporations are now literally pushing to censor games out of existence or entire platforms like itch.io and NSFW selection of games. All right, it's just insane, man. I mean, I cannot believe it. I mean, I cannot believe how this is happening, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's just insane, right? Here we have more information. Yeah, pages that are the index are still accessible in your library. Pages have not been removed from your collections or library as part of the broader review. Some pages may have received a content notice, but apparently some people are saying that their game has been completely removed, deleted from their library, which is crazy. What else we have here? I mean, this is crazy, right? Collective Shout, an anti-pornography group, used No Mercy as a lever by which to pressure payment processor groups such as Visa and Mastercard to cut ties with both Steam and itch.io. The campaign formed just over 1,000 individuals whose motives target hundreds of incest and child abuse games on both platforms. Through the resultant policies would be far further reaching. Our ability to process payments is critical to every creator on our platform, the site continues. To ensure that we can continue to operate and provide a marketplace for all developers, we must prioritize a relationship with our payment partners and take immediate steps towards compliance. Basically, yeah, payment partners are censoring us. Sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just ridiculous, man. Delisting NSFW content from browse and search pages is just the start. Through to further comply with payment process demands, itch.io will have to introduce new compliance measures, right? Some games may be actively removed from the platform under the new rules. Part of this review will see some pages being permanently removed. I mean, it's just insane, right? Wow, like, just wow, man. It's like the level of censorship with these companies is just beyond, like, it's even beyond like madness, because like what they are doing now with this effectively is that, where does it stop? That's the thing, right? At least now itch.io, they're saying there's ways you can stop it. This is from their post here on, I'm not sure if it's on Reddit or something. It says here, things you can do to counteract payment processor harming itch.io. Do you want to do something about it? There's a list of steps people can take, made to the best of my ability. This isn't comprehensive, and I appreciate suggestions. Some considering a long shot, but I think contacting payment processors is a very worthwhile endeavor. If done well, you shouldn't just say you're disappointed and will not use their service anymore. Not that. We should just tell them quite bluntly that if they continue this stupidly or infringing on people's law-abiding activities and speech by which these thuggish tactics or financially barring platforms, you will make it a permanent part of your political identity to seek out to have them broken as monopolies. That's right. I mean, that's the best way to approach it, right? Lobbying against them. Tell them you believe their actions are illegal and that you will actively seek out and press the idea to as many opportunistic law firms as you can and try to kick off a class action suit against them. Tell them your support, forever support any regulations against them. Below I'll post some direct contact details and forms. Visa allows all members of their board, including chairman, to be contacted. We have the contact details for Visa, Mastercard, PayPal, right? Also in the USA, people should consider contacting their congressmen and tell them you want to support these bills. These bills are against the monopolistic actions that Visa and Mastercard are doing by literally avoiding this sort of censorship in the first place, guys. It's insane. I mean, who would have thought that this group of people, this unhinged group of people, which when protected, by the way, now, like they just completely like started single-handedly ruining gaming. It's just crazy, man. Like, I cannot believe it, right? I mean, I just checking if you're human. Look at this, man. That is just crazy. Just crazy, man. Yeah, campaigns. We have the campaigns, resources, news. Yeah, they're very proud of their censorship, as you can see here. And yeah, this is just the beginning. Just remember, like, that's the problem we have right now. Like, this is literally the start of a potential, I would say, black hole. Nothing is stopping these companies from censoring your next favorite AAA game because that game does not adhere to their principles, to these companies' principles. So, like, again, it's completely legal because, like, you are literally stopping lawful people buying a product. It's antitrust, right? This is crazy. I mean, it's monopolistic, barbaric behavior in which you're literally blocking, right, lawful activities because of your beliefs. That is not acceptable, man. It's crazy. I hope that some lawyers will basically look at this and take action and kind of, like, you know, sue them completely, because, you know, it's just crazy. I mean, what we're seeing here is this is an attack. This is an assault on the freedom of individuals, which we've never seen before in our life. And yeah, As it says here, like, it won't stop there. Eventually, it also be games that are too violent, games that are openly queer, or games that are openly political. Credit companies should not have the right to censor what art you can see. Corporations should not have the right to control our lives. Call of Duty, let's say they say, oh, we hate guns, or like there's this new group of activists which comes and says, oh, any guns in video games are bad, they're gonna kill people in real life, whatever things they're gonna make up, and then suddenly you have a major ban on any shooter games in the market, right? Call of Duty, Battlefield, I mean, it's crazy, right? Because like, this is insanity, this is beyond crazy, right? If this doesn't stop, this is just ridiculous, right? Yeah. Payment processors now control our entertainment. If you support this censorship, you're evil, plain and simple. I mean, even a PC gamer is annoyed because one of their games, which they supported, which was a queer game, was caught in a crossfire. So they're angry about this as well, right? So yeah, that's the thing. This is the problem here. Like a PC gamer, which is obviously openly controversial, and many times they want to censor games which they believe from their point of view are not acceptable, whatever. Now they're tasting their own medicine, and that's the problem. There's no such thing as good censorship. It does not exist. Good censorship does not freaking exist. Any form of censorship brings about side effects and repercussions which are far greater than the intended action. And we've seen this in history back in the day. I mean, just look at communism. Like communism back in the day, countries where there was communism, it started off with this idea of like, oh yeah, we share everything, and then what happened? Well, basically, if you would criticize the leader, you will be just eliminated. Like, that's it. Like, you'll be gone. If you would say something against the leader, the supreme leader, that's the end of you, right? That's the same thing here. Like, it's just little by little, little by little, and like, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's crazy that this is happening in the 21st century, 2025, with all the technology. Payment processors control your entertainment. So yeah, fight against it, contact them, contact your congressman, push for these bills in USA which are against the monopolistic actions of these companies, and try to get them to recognize and understand that they have zero rights to interfere with art and to dictate what adults should or shouldn't watch with their money, because it is just insulting, ridiculous, and absolutely pathetic. Guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next ones.